welcome to you who are doing the cleanse, who may not normally join this class, so we're happy to have you here. All of you, I would like, if possible, for you to have either a bolster or a big pillow or a rolled up yoga mat or a blanket rolled up, maybe a large bath towel, something that you can find. When we do our relaxation at the end, it would be very nice to have something to support your legs with. So a large cushion would be ideal, or something along those lines. And we're also going to use a blanket, folded blanket, or a cushion elsewhere in the practice. So if you could have those couple props nearby, that would be helpful as we get going. As you may be aware, we are in what's called Vata season. This is the autumn, when things are changing and there's a lot of movement going on. Things are getting colder and drier and maybe crazier for some of you. So Vata energy is whenever you're feeling dispersed or distracted or agitated or excited, a little bit heady, that is Vata. And so at this time of year particularly, we can tend to get Vata vitiated at any time probably because of our use of screens. Thank goodness for them, and also they aggravate the qualities of airiness and spaciness in our being. So we are particularly vulnerable to that Vata energy at this time of year, but it's something that can come up at any time. So today I'm going to hopefully have you actually experience the sense of the elements in the body. And hopefully come out of this practice thinking like, oh, it's not just some idea or metaphysical or new age something, that the elements influence our being and in our being. My hope is that you will come out of this actually having a sense of the 5 elements in the body. Briefly, the 5 elements, according to this tradition, this yoga Indian tradition, there are 5: earth, water, fire, air, and ether or space. And we're going to explore them a little bit as we do the practice today. So hopefully you have rounded up your props, and we're going to begin down on the floor to begin. As we begin here, if you'd like to have something behind your head to support your neck, that would be fine. And we're going to begin lying on the floor with the knees bent so we can feel the bottoms of the feet in contact with the floor. So please coming down into a lying down position with the knees bent. Make sure that the neck is comfortable. And once you're set, if your back feels a little bit tight as you begin here, feel free to hug your knees for a moment if that will be helpful as you get settled. As you're ready, we're going to close the eyes and start to bring the attention inside the body. Let your breath breathe itself. It may naturally start to slow down here, but we're not going to consciously control the breath yet. So eyes are closed. Breath is relaxed. I'm going to bring the attention down and feel the soles of the feet in contact with the floor. Feel the back of the pelvis in contact with the floor. Begin to be aware of gravity's pull, drawing you down towards the floor. Notice you probably have a little space behind the lower back, but other than that, a lot of the back is in contact with the floor. So feel that back body in contact with the floor. Continuing to let the breath breathe naturally and feel gravity's pull. Relax your shoulders. Feel along the arms and notice there's quite a lot of space along the back of the arms that's in contact with the floor. Let your hands be relaxed and notice what portion of the hands is supported by the floor. And there's probably a little bit of space between your neck and the mat, but then the back of the head drops heavily into the floor. Feel the whole body dropping towards the earth. Eyes closed, face relaxed, breath relaxed. Now slowly open your eyes. We're going to transition over onto all fours. And we'll come up onto hands and knees position with your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees under your hips. And we'll notice once again where we're in contact with the floor. We have the hands touching the floor, the knees touching the floor, some portion of the foot in contact with the floor. Points of stability, all of those. I'm going to move into Chakravakasana and stay back in the child's pose portion for one breath as we do 4 repetitions. We'll gently close the lips and begin breathing Ujjayi breath down in through the nose. As you inhale, let the breath move down towards the spine, the base of the spine. Then as you exhale, tuck your tail between your legs and let your elbows relax as you bring your hips back to your heels. And we're going to stay here for a whole breath. So notice where you're in contact with the floor. Perhaps even the forehead is touching the floor now. You can inhale and an exhale here. And then with the next inhale, we'll move back up onto all fours. Continuing to feel the contact between the hands, the knees, the feet. And exhale, pull your tail between your legs, soften the upper body and bring your hips back to your heels, relaxing the elbows down to the mat. Perhaps the forehead will come down. And again, we're going to stay for one slow breath here, inhaling down the spine. Exhaling, relaxing into gravity's pull. And we'll come up again with the inhale. At the top, I'd like you to please close your eyes and keep your eyes closed for the next 2 repetitions. Tuck your tail, soften your elbows, bring your hips back to your heels. Feel that additional support down into the floor. Keep the eyes closed as you stay for one slow breath, inhaling and exhaling. And please keep the eyes closed as you lift back up onto all fours. And move the hips back to the heels again with the exhale. Eyes are still closed, upper body soft. We'll stay for one breath here. And now we're going to transition into Vajrasana. So I'd like you to please open your eyes. And as you inhale, raise your arms and stand up tall on the knees. Lift up. Feel your knees and your feet against the floor. 2 points of contact. And as you exhale, bend forward again. Bringing the hands all the way down to the floor. Perhaps the forehead will touch. Notice all those points of contact and lift up again with the inhale. Nice slow lift as you inhale. And as you exhale, pull your belly button in and bend yourself forward. Bringing the hands, the forehead, the elbows down to the floor. And again, lift with your inhale. Now I'd like you to please close your eyes and continue for 3 more repetitions. With the eyes closed, bend down. And maintaining the eyes closed, lift yourself back up. Feel the work in the legs. Give steadiness under your knees and shins and feet. Exhale. Slowly bend down with the eyes closed. And inhale, slowly come up with the eyes closed. Once again, bend down with the eyes closed as you exhale. Inhale and lift up with the eyes closed. We'll stay in this upright position and exhale. Lower the arms down to the sides. And then open your eyes. So at this point we have fewer points of contact with the floor. We have the knees down and the feet down on the floor. More of our body up in the airier, more ethereal parts of the reality. And you could see it felt different having your eyes closed when you were resting on your back and when you were in child's pose, and now finally when you were up here. So we're going to slowly come up to a standing position. Stand at the back of the mat and we'll find Samastiti. Without giving you too much description, I'm going to talk you through a placing of the elements in the body. We're standing in Samastiti. Notice the points of contact now. We only have the feet on the floor instead of the whole body. So it's a much different relationship with the floor. I'm going to bring the attention down to the lowest part of the body. Feel the feet against the floor. Notice the ankles and the lower part of the leg. This is the seat of the earth element in the body. Think about earth element. Feeling the feet, the ankles, the lower leg. Let your eyes be open now and just find one fixed point to gaze upon. Now as we come up the body into the thighs and the pelvic girdle, this is now the domain of the water element. Take a moment to think about water and keep your attention in the upper legs and the thighs, the buttocks, the pelvic girdle. We'll let the attention rise up slightly to the abdomen around the navel. This is the seat of the fire element. Think of fire and put your attention in that area of the abdomen. Now let your attention mount a little bit higher, up into the thorax. Feel your ribs, your chest, your shoulder girdle, and notice out the arms to the fingers. This is the seat of the air element. Notice the air element. We're breathing. You've got a very gross example of the air element with the breath. You can feel air element in that upper part of the body. And then finally, ether, space, is seated in the throat, neck, and head. Space is the most subtle element, but let your attention move to the idea of space and stay in this uppermost part of the body. Bring your attention back down to the feet. And if you feel safe to do this, I'd like you to please close your eyes for a moment and notice how the experience of standing with the eyes open and focused is different from the experience of standing with the eyes closed. Gently allow the eyes to open again. So why is this? You felt the difference between lying on your back and then coming onto all fours and being in child's pose and standing on your knees with your eyes open and closed. Standing up now with only 2 points of contact, the earth anchors us and steadies us and gives us a foundation. So when we're way up here in our full height, a lot of the bodies in the air and space element, the gaze actually helps ground us because we look at the earth element in front of us, whether you're looking out the window at the actual earth or if you're looking at a spot on the wall, the floor, that's all earth element, and the gaze actually helps steady us. That's the power of the earth element. So we're going to take some movement now. And as we're doing these standing postures, please keep your eyes open throughout. Let's take Uttanasana, a standing forward bend. We're going to move into the posture and stay for one breath for 4 repetitions. Now gaze softly fix on one point and notice whatever it is you're looking at is going to be something solid. So notice that solidity that you're gazing on. And see if you can feel the help in maintaining stability. Lips gently closed. Inhale through the nose. Raise the arms forward and up. With your exhale, let's bend forward, keeping the knees comfortably straight. Going into Uttanasana. If you reach down far enough, if your hamstrings are flexible, you can slide your fingertips under your toes. Otherwise, touch your hands against your legs and stay for one breath. Feel the pull of gravity. And then as you inhale, float your way back up to the top. Let your eyes come to that spot as soon as possible, and exhale, lower your arms down to the front. Notice your feet. Inhale, draw the attention all the way down the body to the feet as you raise your arms up. Exhale, hug the belly and bend yourself forward. Touching the hands onto the legs or letting your fingers slide under your toes. Stay with the eyes open as you inhale, gazing at a point behind you. Stay as you exhale, feel gravity's pull. And then inhale. Let your attention move down towards the feet as you stand up tall. Connect your eyes to that spot and exhale, lower the arms down the front. Let's do that 2 more times, please. Inhale, raise the arms forward and up. Let your attention move all the way down to the bottoms of the feet. And exhale, pull the belly in as you fold forward. We'll relax the upper body as much as possible. Let gravity pull down and stay for a breath in. And a breath out, releasing into gravity's pull a little bit more. And then stay connected to your feet as you inhale and come up to the top. Settle the gaze. And exhale, lower the arms down the front. One more repetition. Gaze steady. Inhale, draw the attention all the way down to the bottoms of the feet as the arms come forward and up. And exhale, fold down. Keep a nice steady stance under those feet. Try not to move back into the heels more than the balls of the feet. Stay for one breath. And then with the inhale, stay connected to the feet as you come all the way up to the top. And with the exhale, draw the arms slowly down the front, keeping the gaze steady, and relax into Samasthiti. Let the breath move at its own pace. Reconnect with your feet. Feel that connection against the floor. Well, all of the elements, of course, are dispersed throughout the whole body. When I gave you those areas of focus, it's simply that the particular elements dominate in those areas, and the qualities that those elements bring to the organism dominate in those areas. So we're connecting with the qualities of stability and steadiness that are inherent in earth quality, which exists low in the body. And we keep bringing our attention down to the feet and feeling that contact between the feet and the floor. We'll continue to be aware of that contact as we move through the vinyasa, which is a little bit like Virabhadrasana and Parsvottanasana, but it's a variation. So we'll steady the hips and then turn the right toes out to the side just a little bit and step the left foot forward. Find a nice steady stance, so feel free to take the left foot a little bit wider to the side if you like. Relax the arms at the sides and bring your attention down to your feet. So we want to keep an even stance on both feet throughout this whole vinyasa. Lips gently close and steady the gaze. Inhale, draw the attention all the way down to the bottoms of the feet. As you exhale, please slowly bend the left knee, aligning the left ankle and knee. Stay connected through the feet. Inhale again. Draw your attention all the way down to the soles of the feet. As you exhale, we'll bring both hands onto the left knee and fold forward gently. And stay here and inhale. Exhale, drop into gravity a little bit more. Now keep the knee bent. As you inhale, lift yourself up. Come upright with the upper body. The arms may be just a little bit wide. And then as you exhale, we'll straighten the leg and relax the arms completely. And we'll do that 3 more times. Inhale, bring your attention all the way down to the soles of the feet. And exhale, slowly bend the left knee. Feel your anchor through both feet, evenly on both feet. And again, inhale, draw the attention down to the soles of the feet. Exhale, both hands come to meet on the front of the left knee. You're folding forward gently. Stay connected into the feet as you inhale here. Stay here and exhale, let gravity pull down on the head just a little bit more. And then keep the knee bent. As you inhale, raise the upper body, stand up. Arms may open just a little bit, soften the chest. And then with the exhale, straighten the leg, relax the arms completely. Twice more. Inhale, draw the attention down to the bottoms of the feet. And exhale, bend the left knee. Keep the gaze steady. Stay and inhale, draw the attention down to the soles of the feet again. Exhale, both hands coming to that left knee. Fold forward slightly, just a little gentle forward bend, and stay with the inhale. Connect down to the feet again, even on both feet. Stay with the exhale. You can drop a little farther into that forward bend. Keep your knee bent, and inhale, lift the upper body. Exhale, straighten the left leg, relax the arms. Keep the gaze steady. One more repetition. Inhale, draw the attention down to the soles of the feet. Exhale, bend the front knee. Keep the gaze steady. Stay with the inhale, draw the attention down to the bottoms of the feet again. And exhale, bring both hands onto the left knee, gently rounding the spine. Stay here and take an inhale, connect down to the feet again. Stay here and take an exhale, deepen the forward bend a little bit. Keep the knee bent. As you inhale, lift the upper body. And then with the exhale, straighten the leg, relax the arms completely. Keep the gaze steady. Relax the breath. And step your left foot back to join your right. Bring both feet parallel. Rest for a moment in Samastiti. Keeping the attention low in the body. Breath relaxed. Gaze steady. Feeling the floor beneath the feet. And let's steady the pelvis again. Turn the left toes slightly to the outside and step forward with the right. Again, bring the right side a little bit wider if you like. Have a good steady foundation. Fix the gaze. Soften the shoulders. Inhale, breathe your attention down to the bottoms of the feet. Exhale, bend the right knee. Stay here and inhale. Again, feel your connection with the feet. Be as even as you can on each foot. And then as you exhale, bring both hands to rest on the right knee, letting the spine round forward slightly. Stay here and inhale. Reconnect with your feet. Stay here and exhale. Deepen the forward bend slightly. Keep the knee bent and inhale. Lift the torso. Let the arms come just a little bit wide. And then as you exhale, straighten the leg. Relax the arms. Gaze steady. Stay here and inhale, drawing the attention back to the feet. Check that you're evenly balanced on each foot. As you exhale, bend the right knee, right ankle and knee in line. Stay again and inhale. Reconnect downwards all the way to the bottoms of the feet. And with exhale, bring both hands onto the right knee. Gently around the spine. Stay while you inhale. Attention down to the bottoms of the feet. Stay while you exhale. Relax a little bit more into gravity. Keep your knee bent as you inhale. Lift the torso. And exhale. Arms relax. Right leg straightens. Gaze steady. Twice more. Inhale, draw the attention down to the feet. Standing evenly on each foot. Exhale, bend the right knee. Gaze is steady here. Stay and inhale, drawing the attention down to the feet, feel the connection with the floor. And exhale, both hands coming to that right knee. Stay and inhale. Stay and exhale, relax into gravity. Keep the knee bent as you inhale and raise the upper body. And exhale, relax the arms as you straighten the leg. One final repetition. Stay and inhale, drawing the attention all the way down to the feet, well grounded in each foot. And exhale, bend the right knee. Now you've shifted your balance, but connect with both feet here. Stay as you inhale. Feel that even stance under each foot. Exhale, both hands to the right knee. Fold down. Stay and inhale. Stay connected to the feet. Stay and exhale, relaxing a little further forward. And then keep the knee bent. And inhale to lift. With the exhale, arms relax, legs straightens. Steady the gaze, relax the breath. And then step the right foot back to join the left. Align the feet. Relax the breathing. Gaze steady. Feel the feet against the floor. Be aware of your internal support. Relax all excess effort. Feel the feet rooting down into the floor, creating stability. Now we're going to change our relationship with that stability once again. So we've started lying on our back and worked our way onto all fours, onto the knees, to standing. Now we're going to take a firm cushion or folded blanket and place the heels up on the blanket. You could also use a book, anything that would give you a little height under your heels as we move into Ardha Utkatasana. This is going to allow us, hopefully, to get our hips a little bit lower. So the whole body is going to be able to come down closer to the floor. Some of you may be able to go into a full squat and get the hands, the palms all the way down on the floor. So we're going to experiment with, once again, changing our relationship with gravity and finding what kind of stability we can experience here. Let's just do 4 repetitions. We won't stay, but please take a little pause after the exhale when you're in that curled up position. See what it feels like to be down there nice and low. We'll begin again with the gaze steady on one point. With the inhale, raise the arms forward and up. With the exhale, draw the belly in. We'll bend the knees as deeply as you can and fold forward. Take a little pause. And then with the inhale, raise the arms up and then push away from the floor, coming all the way upright. With your exhale, lower your arms down the front. As we inhale and raise the arms forward and up, bring your attention all the way down to the feet again. And exhale, bend the knees deeply, bring your hips as low as they'll go and fold down. Perhaps your hands will touch the floor, pause. And lift the arms and push into the feet and come all the way back up. Exhale, bring the arms down the front. Twice more, please. Inhale, draw the attention down to the feet as you raise the arms. Please keep the gaze steady. And with your exhale, fold down. If you're not reaching the floor, you can place your hands on your legs. And then come up with the inhale. And lower the arms slowly down the front with exhale. One final repetition. Inhale, raise the arms, keep the gaze steady. And exhale, fold forward. Lift yourself slowly up to the top on inhale. And exhale, bring the arms down. Pause for a moment here. So I just want you to feel the sense of stability, or probably a little less sense of stability, as we now just have the balls of the feet and the toes on the floor. If you like, you can see what it's like to close your eyes in that position. Please be safe. And as you're ready, with your eyes open, we'll step off of that prop. Feel the whole foot grounding into the floor. Balance yourself evenly between the front and the back and the inner and the outer foot. If you like, close the eyes and feel the amount of stability you have here. And then open the eyes. And we're going to do an experiment with balancing on one foot. As many of you know, very helpful to find one point to place your gaze when you're balancing, and maybe now this will make a little bit more sense. We're only going to have one foot touching the floor, or maybe you're just going to have your toes touching the floor, we'll see. But there's going to be less actual contact between the body, physical contact between the body and the earth element supporting on the floor. So we're going to use the earth element that can support us through our gaze. So balancing experiment. Please do this without touching any walls, because it is really an experiment in stability. So you can just look at it as an exploration rather than something that you are going to fail or succeed at. We do want to find a steady point on which to rest your gaze. In this posture, which probably will be new for many of you, we're going to bring the hand to one leg, and the leg that we're touching is the one that's going to come up. So I'll talk you through. But when we are balancing on one leg, the leg we're touching is the leg that we're going to raise up. So with a steady gaze, as you inhale, we'll bring the right hand and place it on the front of the right thigh. Then as you exhale, lift your right foot up and gently press your hand into your leg. And maybe you're just going to be on your toes. As you inhale, take your left arm out to the side and up. And then as you exhale, I'm going to bring the foot and the arms down. Returning to Samastiti and do the other side. With the inhale, bring the left hand to the front of the left thigh. And with the exhale, gently press the thigh and the hand together as you lift your left foot up. Then inhale, take the right arm out to the side and up. Keep some contact between the left hand and the left thigh, that will help. And as you exhale, lower the arms, the foot, and then we'll switch sides again. Inhale, right hand to front right thigh. Exhale, lift the right foot. Feel that you're standing on your left foot. Inhale, take your left arm out to the side and up. Keep pressure between the right hand and the right knee. And then as you exhale, lower the foot, lower the arms, relax the arms to the sides. And inhale, left hand to the front left thigh. Exhale, lift the left foot up. Keep the gaze steady, and inhale, move the right arm out to the side and up. And with the exhale, lower the arm and the foot. Relax the arms to the sides. Take a moment, let the feet connect downward. Now, it is quite challenging, especially the older we are, to balance on one foot with the eyes closed. But I want you to just explore it. And the reason here is that we're feeling the actual effect of the stabilizing characteristic of earth element. So you probably are not going to get into a long sustained balance, but I just want you to do this experiment, please, if you like. If not, just do the same repetition we just did. So we'll experiment with balance without that visual stability. As you inhale, bring the right hand to the right thigh. And as you exhale, we'll lift the right foot up. And then just take a moment, see if you can close the eyes and observe how much more challenging this stability task is. And then open the eyes and rest the foot down. Feel the stability of the earth. Feel the stability of the gaze resting on one point, and let's see what the other side is like. With the inhale, we'll bring the left hand to the front of the left thigh. And with the exhale, lift the right foot up. I'm sorry, I gave you the wrong hand directions. As you inhale, left hand to left thigh, and then as you exhale, you're going to lift your left foot up. Once you've found that balance, see if you can, for a moment, close your eyes and feel the challenge of balancing with the eyes closed. And then open the eyes again as you bring the foot down. And let everything relax. Rooting down all the way to the feet. Feeling that welcome stability of the feeling of the feet against the floor. Let the breath relax. Okay, and we're going to bring it back down again. So let's come down onto all fours. And I'd like you to go through Chakrabakasana again. This time we're going to do 6 repetitions in a row, and we're going to keep the eyes closed the whole time. Again, feeling now that you have the hands on the floor and you're down low, there's a much different relationship with the gravity, and earth element is actually going to help us quite a bit more. So let's please do Chakrabakasana, starting on hands and knees. 6 repetitions, keeping the eyes closed the whole time if you can. So begin with the eyes closed, and stay on all fours as you inhale, feeling the breath move down the spine. And with your exhale, bring your hips back to your heels. Your elbows will bend, perhaps your forehead will come down to the floor. You can take a small pause, and then keeping the eyes closed, bring yourself back up onto all fours. Even these 2 positions create a much different experience. Exhale, bring the hips back to the heels. Relax the neck. I expect it's not difficult to ask the eyes to be closed here. And then do keep the eyes closed as you come up onto all fours. That might take a little bit more concentration. And again, exhale, bring the hips back to the heels. Feel yourself dropping into the stability of the earth. And move yourself back up, keeping the eyes closed, coming onto all fours. You're still quite safe, not likely that you'll fall over. Please do that 3 more times on your own with the eyes closed the whole time if that's comfortable for you. When you've completed those 3 repetitions, then you can let the eyes slowly open. And we're going to move on to the back. If you'd like to have your props nearby so you don't have to move around so much as we get to the point where we'll use them a little later, you can do that. We're not quite to the point of using them yet, but here do feel free to place something behind your head if you'd like a little extra support. Actually, let me amend that. Quite likely that you're going to want a folded towel or a cushion pretty soon. Okay, so once you've gathered your props, we're going to come down, lying on the back. Again, let's have the knees bent so we can have the soles of the feet on the floor. And take a moment to settle into gravity's pull with the eyes closed. And feeling that support of the earth element. Hopefully it feels quite comforting to have it there. The breath relax. Soften into that support. Feel gravity's pull as a friendly force here that is helping us to relax. Now please keep your eyes closed if you can and draw the knees into the chest. So you may have your hands on the back of your thighs or down on the floor at your side, whatever's comfortable. We're going to do simple leg raises. See if we can do this with the eyes closed. And how much stability can we create around the pelvis? So as we straighten the legs towards the ceiling, I'd like you to try to keep your tailbone rooted down into the floor. The eyes are closed. Hands either supporting the back thighs or resting on the floor at your side. As you inhale, straighten the legs up towards the ceiling. Just notice how your sense of stability shifts. And then as you exhale, bend the knees and allow them to come back into the chest. And let's see if you can maintain the stable pelvis as the legs reach up. So if you notice that your back is really pressing into the floor a lot, see if you can reach your tailbone down instead. And then as you exhale, bend the knees. Notice how the sense of stability shifts there. Again, with the inhale, straighten the legs up towards the ceiling, keeping the pelvis steady. And with the exhale, the knees bend. The eyes are still closed. I'd like you to please do that 3 more times on your own. Slow that breath down and see how stable you can feel as you stretch away from your center. We'll finish with the knees into the chest. You can support your legs with your hands if you like. Now we're going to move into a spinal twist, and I'm going to ask you to have your blanket handy because even if you don't normally use it, I may ask you to use it today. When we bring the knees over to the side, we're going to try to keep the knees and the legs together and have the leg go all the way down to the floor or the support of the blanket, as the case may be, so that we get a sense of being supported as we do the twist. We're also going to keep the arm rather low. We're not going for a big shoulder stretch today at all. We want to keep the arm definitely below shoulder height. So bring your blanket or your cushion over to your left side in preparation. And we'll start with the knees bent into the chest, the arms at the sides, but not out too high or wide. I'm going to close the eyes and take an inhale. And then with the exhale, let both knees go over towards your left side. Try to keep the knees and thighs together and bring the legs down, either so that they're resting on with the support of the blanket, or if they come all the way to the floor, then go ahead and let them come down. But let's not have them dangling in space. Let's use the left hand on the right knee and organize the right arm so it's comfortably low. And take 6 slow breaths at your own count. Every inhale is an opportunity to bring your attention in and down towards the base of the spine. Every exhale, pull your belly button in toward your spine. Relax the legs a little bit more towards the floor. relax the right shoulder a little bit more towards the floor. Wherever you're in contact with the floor, see if you can sink into those points every time you exhale. Keep relaxing the right shoulder. Breath moving slowly in and out through the nose. Lips gently closed. Face relaxed. And when you finish your 6 breaths, I'm going to try to keep the legs together as we draw them back up into the center. So please, at your own pace, if you're still finishing your breaths, go ahead and finish. But keep the knees together if you can, and draw the knees back into the center. And then relax for a moment there. Now let's move the blanket over to the other side. Preparing to twist to the right side. So the knees are together, the arms are relaxed. You can inhale here, close the eyes. And with your exhale, let both of your knees move over to the right side. Try to keep the knees together. So feel free to support the knees under your blanket. Or if they come all the way to the floor, get them come down. Right hand will be on the left knee. Don't stretch that left arm out too high. Keep it low. Turn the face to the left if you like. Eyes are closed for 6 breaths. Inhale, drawing the attention in and down. And exhale, letting yourself sink into gravity's pull. Relax the left shoulder. Feel the floor beneath you and drop into its support. Whenever you're done with your 6 breaths counts, we're going to keep the knees together as we bring them back into the center. And rest for a moment there. Keeping the knees bent into the chest, you can be touching the legs with your hands or not. Eyes are closed. Once you're finished with the twist, the breath is moving naturally at its own pace. Feeling the lower back gently stretch. Check that the neck and shoulders are relaxed. Feel the weight of the head dropping into the mat. Feet are slightly separated and relaxed. For Uttanasana, with which we'll finish, you feel free to have something behind your head to make your neck comfortable. We'll place one hand on the top of each knee. Cuff the knee, fingertips pointing towards the toes. Drop the shoulders, relax the elbows. Again, soften the face, soften the feet, close the eyes. Keep the shoulders dropping towards the floor as you inhale, gently filling the chest and the belly. Allow the knees to float out away from the belly slightly. Keep those shoulders soft. And then exhale, gently draw the thighs in close. Again, keeping the feet slightly separated, really relaxed, the face relaxed. Little pause. Then we'll inhale and breathe the breath down the spine, expanding gently the chest and the belly. Knees are floating away just a little bit. And then draw the navel in and slowly hug the knees back in, dropping the shoulders and softening the face as you bring the thighs in close. And again, float the knees away as you breathe the attention and the breath into the body, downwards in the body. And as you exhale, hug the belly, drop into gravity, gently stretch the lower back by hugging the knees in close. And please do that 3 more times, keeping the eyes closed, the face relaxed. As you finish the Apanasana, we're going to move into a supported Shavasana. So this is where I'd like you to please use a bolster or a folded blanket, a rolled up yoga mat, a rolled up towel, something underneath the knees as we go into the relaxation. And feel free to, again, keep something behind the head. We're going to come lying on the back, now with something supporting underneath the knees. And once you get yourself comfortably settled, please close the eyes. And we'll allow the breath to relax here. Once again, we're going to observe the elements in the body. So as I mentioned earlier, there is a certain part of the body where each element predominates. But of course, each element is also dispersed throughout the entire body. So we're going to take a little time to identify the qualities that go with these elements and see if we can have an actual experience of how they exist in the body, in the being, and notice the difference in the characteristics. As you come into this initial stage of the relaxation, we'll think of the earth element. And as we've been doing throughout the class, really allowing the body to sink down into gravity's pull and feel the earth underneath you. Earth is stabilizing, steadying. As you may have noticed as you were coming upright, the sense of being able to give into its support can actually be quite comforting as well as being relaxing. feel that sense of the earth element pervading the entire body. Of course, we do have earth element throughout the entire body. The bones are partially earth element. There's a lot of earth element in the muscles and in the fat tissues. Feel the weight of the body. Feel the solidity, the form. As you're increasingly aware of the earth element and its characteristics, increasingly allow the body, the heaviness of the body, to drop into the floor. Feel a sense of release and relaxation, infusing the whole body. Next we'll move to awareness of the water element, whose seat is the thighs and the pelvic girdle. Water is also quite stable, not as stable as earth, but it has a form. You can feel its weight. Fat tissue has water element in it, probably more than earth element. And notice that area of the body where the thighs and the pelvis are. More adipose tissue there. And then the basin-like shape of the pelvis and all of the fluids that pass through that area. However, of course, water is not merely contained there, but circulates throughout the whole body. So wherever you have any sense of fluidity and circulation in the body, there's water. Let your attention circulate around the body. Notice the blood is a fluid, the plasma is fluid. Feel that sense of circulation around the body. And then you have the fire element, seated around the navel and the abdomen. This is the main source of the fire in the body, the digestive process, the Jatara Agni. And that the acid that is the gross manifestation of the fire in the body really is best kept in that area. You know, if you have reflux, when the fire leaks up the into the higher body, it doesn't feel so good there. So there's a proper location for that fire in the belly. However, there are also innumerous probably, little agnis, little fires. Any place there is any kind of transformation going on in the body, let's think each cell has some transformation happening all the time. So the sense of fire, although we want that particular digestive fire contained within the belly. The fire pervades the body also. Every transformation that's going on is fire. And of course we have the heat of the body. So take a moment to think of the fire element and notice it moving and acting throughout the whole body. See, is this a different quality than you were experiencing when you witnessed the previous two elements? Now let's let our attention move up into the air element. The air moving in and out of the lungs, of course. And again, you know that if too much air gets down low in the body, if the air gets, well, we need some air in the digestive tract, but if too much air gets there, it's uncomfortable. So it's good to have air in the thorax and in the upper body. But of course, it too pervades the whole body. Wherever there's mobility, that's air element. Air is light. Whenever you can find some lightness in the body, air. And now notice air element pervading the whole being. Light and mobile. Reconnect with the breath if you want a hint about how to find that air element. What does the air element feel like in the body? Reconnect with the breath. Imagine the breath going throughout the whole organism. And finally to the space or ether element, which is very subtle. We can't grab a hold of it or see it or really contact it through our sense organs, except that my voice is coming to you through space. So we know it's there. And the body is also filled with an enormous amount of space. Every juncture in the body is full of space. The bones actually have quite a lot of space in them. All of the hollow organs are full of space. The orifices like the nose and ears, space. Tune into your subtle awareness and see if you can identify that space element in your organism. You may notice that your mental being is a lot more full of space than, say, your organs of sense or organs of action. The mind being a subtle organ. So observe the body now. What's your experience of the body different from your experience when we're observing the earth? I'm going to bring it back down. Notice the mobile quality of air. The warming, transformative quality of fire. The fluid quality of water. And the stable quality of earth. Allow the body once again to settle into gravity's pull. Feel the heaviness of the body dropping into the floor. Continue to rest with that awareness. I'm going to chant for you the Bija mantra, LAM, L-A-M, which is associated with earth element, for just a couple more minutes of relaxation. So please settle into your body, allow the body to sink into gravity, feel the stability and release of the body, and let this slow and low sound enter your organism. Once again, feel the stability of the floor, feel the body resting down, being drawn down into that comforting stability of gravity, of earth element. Feel the breath entering the body, leaving the body. Moving very slowly, please draw your knees into your chest. Tuck the knees in gently and rock a little from side to side if you like. Continuing to move slowly with the eyes open, move up into a seated position. Take just a minute to sit, moving into an upright position with the seat supported. Sit on your cushion or on a chair. Feeling that rootedness through your sit bones. Feeling the heaviness of the legs. If you're on a chair, the bottoms of the feet touching the floor. And with the eyes closed and the breath relaxed, settle into your seat. I'm going to chant Lam 3 more times aloud, and please continue to chant it silently, mentally to yourself as we take just a minute of meditation. Lam, Lam, Lam. We're going to sign off here. If you would like to sit longer, please feel free to do that. If you're going to come out of the meditation, you can slowly open the eyes. Continue to feel your rootedness through your sit bones as you draw the hands together in front of your chest. Continue to feel the floor underneath you. Namaste. I hope that you'll have a very nice, grounded, and as slow as possible day. We will be here on Facebook again on Thursday morning. So both classes remote this week, and we'll continue in a different way to explore this idea of how the earth element and the water element to some degree help us stay grounded, especially in this season when Vata predominates. Thank you. Hope you're well. If you're here, leave me a note, please, so I can tell that you were. Thanks. Namaste.